Did you know John Tyler still has 2 living grandchildren? Welcome to Route210.com, and here we are with 10 unknowing historical facts you might be interested. Number 1. John Tyler, the 10th President of America, still has 2 living grandchildren. John Tyler became the 10th President of the United States of America after briefly serving as the Vice President in 1841. Lyon Gardiner Jr., born in 1924, and Harrison Ruffin Tyler, born in 1928, are the 2 living grandsons of President Tyler. Number 2. Did you know that Harriet the tortoise met Charles Darwin? Harriet the tortoise was one of the longest living tortoises in this world, having lived an estimated age of 175 years before dying in 2006. Harriet was a Galapagos tortoise, which was known to be collected by the famous English naturalist Charles Darwin. Number 3. Did you know that Martin Luther King Jr. and Anne Frank were born in the same year? Martin Luther King Jr. was an American Christian minister and activist who became the spokesperson and leader of the civil rights movement. He was born in January 15, 1929, and was assassinated in 1968. Anne Frank was a German-born Jewish diarist and Holocaust survivor. She was born on 12 June 1929 and died in 1945. Number 4. Did you know that Jack the Ripper was still on loose when Nintendo was founded? Nintendo is a Japanese video game company which was founded on 23 September 1889, 130 years ago. And Jack the Ripper was an unidentified serial killer believed to have been active from 1888 to 1891 around the Whitechapel district of London. Number 5. Did you know that Marilyn Monroe met Queen Elizabeth at a movie premiere in London? Her Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth had an encounter with a beloved American actress, Marilyn Monroe, at the London premiere of the film called The Battle of the River Plate in Leicester Square. And the surprising fact was that both the women were 30 when they met in 1956. Number 6. Did you know that today's oldest living tree of the world was already 1,000 years old when the last woolly mammoth died? The oldest living tree in the world was Methuselah, a 4,845-year-old bristlecone pine in the White Mountains of California, and the last woolly mammoths lived on Wrangel Island. They died out 3,000 years ago. Number 7. George Washington never really knew that dinosaurs existed. George Washington was the first president of the United States of America and is widely regarded as the greatest American that ever lived. He was born in February 22, 1732 and died in December 14, 1799. And the first dinosaur fossil was found in 1824. So, George Washington never actually got to know that dinosaurs really existed. Number 8. Woolly mammoths were still alive when the pyramids were being made by the Egyptians. Although most of these majestic beings were extinct during the Ice Age, some of them still survived in an isolated island called Wrangel Island around 3,000 years ago when Egyptians were building impressive structures like the pyramids of Giza. Number 9. The University of Oxford was founded hundreds of years, even before the Aztec Empire. The University of Oxford is known as the oldest university in the English-speaking world. The University of Oxford has no known foundation date, but teaching at Oxford has existed from 1096, and the university grew rapidly from 1167. The Aztec Empire, however, has a known foundation date, which is 1428. Number 10. Did you know that the first Star Wars movie came out in the same year as the last guillotine execution in France? The first Star Wars movie came out in May 25, 1977, the same year the last person that was executed by a guillotine in France. The last person to be executed was a woman named Hamida Jandoubi, who was guillotined on 10th September 1977. See you tomorrow with another 10 facts. If you don't want to miss a single video, subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon. And of course, share it with your friends.